Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here with the Pokemon Podcast again with X Digital Beam.
Hello, everyone. I have fixed my mic quality.
Well,
Hopefully, you
that
hopefully you can forgive me.
that and you know we're pre-recording this instead of live recording, so that should botch out the Wirecast issues as well. So there.
Yeah. All right. So today's topic is going to be a solo topic. It's the biggest news ever. Tell them what it is, Nick.
I don't know. I guess you could call it Mega News. And by Mega News, I mean obviously you guys have probably heard now, Mega Pokemon, which end up just possibly being forms. Maybe split evolutions. I don't know. It's like some whole Digivice thing or whatever. It's Digimon. Let's be serious here.
Yeah. I think they're like taking inspiration from other stuff now.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with video games taking inspiration from other stuff. I mean, Nintendo definitely puts a lot of stuff from other games in other games. I mean, look at like Super Luigi U and Nabbit being in it from Kirby. Yeah. So, needless to say, Mega Evolution will get you these Mega Pokemon.
So the first thing we should talk about is the method of how it happens. Apparently, you can only use the mega forms in battle. So, what does that mean?
Well, see, there's a high probability that because you can only use it in battle, there's probably a good chance that these Mega forms require you hold this item called the Mega Stone, which is probably like Giratina's Grisius Orb. So therefore, you forfeit a useful hold item to obviously get these Mega Pokemon.
Yeah. Now, for those who have not been outside in the past couple days or haven't been on a computer, there are only 6 Pokemons that have been confirmed as of now to have a Mega form. Those are Mega Absol, Mega Mawile. Oh, and Mawile, the original form, has a Fairy type. So it's Steel and Fairy, so everybody got what they wanted. Mega Ampharos, Mega Blaziken. We're going to be talking about that guy in a few minutes. Mega Lucario. And someone we've already seen before, but we had no clue who it was. It was Mega Mewtwo.
Well, we knew it was Mewtwo because that much got shown. We just thought the form was something else rather than, a Mega form. We thought it was like a totally new form, and when it actually ends up being a Mega form. So that's Thank you, Game Freak, for slipping something under our nose.
Yeah,
you finally got us for once.
They really caught us off guard with this news, man. I mean, this is going to completely change how the metagame in VGC and in Smogon is going to operate. I mean, how are they gonna fix that? Is normal Blaziken going to go OU? What's going to happen to like the lower guys?
Well, see, here's the thing. Like normal Blaziken was an insta-ban into Uber right when it came out. And generally when Smogon goes to check the next gen, they bring stuff down. But because it's an insta-ban, I think normal Blaziken will stay there until someone brings up the thing that, well, why don't we suspect test it to see if it's OU material? Because, I mean, that's what they did with Garchomp. Garchomp was still an insta-ban from 4th gen, and, well, as you can see, that changed.
Because it got a new ability, they let him in OU due to evasion clause?
What's the word I'm looking for? An extension of an evasion clause. Which,
Yeah.
unfortunately, sort of, I guess, put Frostlass's usefulness in Hail down. Not really, because it still gets Curse Body. But, the reason people used Frostlass over other stuff in Hail was because of Snowcloak.
Yeah.
Oh, and we can talk about that later. I thought of another thing that we can talk about, but we'll get to it later.
Okay.
You for whatever reason, I think we were talking about this beforehand, but you for whatever reason are in love with Mega Ampharos.
Yeah. Well, I've got a lot of favorites actually. Mega Ampharos is one. Electric Dragon, easily, probably one of the sickest combinations. The only Pokemon that can take both of its stabs and like dish it back out is Steelix. As of now, it's only Steelix. Everything else gets two-shotted or one-shot. I mean, Blissey comes in on a Focus Blast. You can switch up moves too. Don't forget that. The item that they let you have with the Megas is an equipable, a held item.
Well, we don't know it's a held item yet.
Yeah, it says it's a held item.
Oh,
You need to use the...
Did they actually say it now?
Yeah.
Okay, because last I checked, last I had heard, you know.
Well, the Cerebi upgraded their website. And they had a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay, well, see, this is why we have two people here.
Yeah. Well, I've been researching this for like all of like yesterday, as much as I've been on, and most of today, just catching up on what I missed. So yeah, there is going to be an event for X and Y, a Torchic event that will be having that item to make it itself go Mega Form.
Now, it'll probably be a Wi-Fi event, but there is a good chance that it'll be a GameStop event too. But you know, considering that not everyone gets their games from GameStop, especially those of you in like Europe and other places who don't have GameStop, but you have an equivalent to it.
Yeah, they have an equivalent. I think it's like
EB Games or something like that.
Yeah, something.
But
I have EB Games at where I live.
Yeah, so you know, it'll probably be a Wi-Fi event. There's probably a good chance of that. And as of right now, because I don't think Cerebi's updated this, but that seems to be the only way to get the Mega Stone right now.
Yeah. The only way to get the Mega Stone, or the stone to make those Pokemon evolve, is event, I think, so far. But they announced that Lucario also gets the item too, like a Lucarionite and a Blazikenite. No idea what those are.
Who knows? But guess we'll find out when it comes out, which is only, believe it or not, 2 short months and 3 days away.
Yeah.
We're winding down the count.
Yeah, man. Countdown to new metagame.
Yeah, we'll see what happens though, because you know, Pokegen hasn't updated anything yet because they can't, and there's no guarantee that you'll be able to do Pokegen. There is a theory, however, from someone who is on the Team Aqua group, which is if you get the downloaded version of Pokemon. Well, I don't know. Should we spell this? It's not like any Nintendo representatives are going to be checking out my channel anyway, right?
Yeah, that's true. Let's go for it.
So basically, the idea is like, you know how the 3DS has an SD card in it. You know how the SD card happens to be the same size as what would fit into your computer. Well, the theory behind this is you take out the SD card if you get the download version from the eShop, put it in your computer, and once Pokegen updates, it'll take care of everything.
Yep.
At least that's the theory behind it. Of course, you know, there is a chance that if you get the hard cartridge games, you can also potentially save a save file onto your SD card, in which case, you know.
Yeah.
Because I think there's 3DS games that let you save files onto the SD card or something, or like they back up on the SD card. So
I would assume so.
I mean, I think you're required to have an SD card when you get a 3DS anyway. Like, I don't think the 3DS actually functions without one.
Yeah, you need it. I tried it. I tried it when I first got it, and to go on the Nintendo eShop, I needed my SD card so I can download the system updates.
Yeah, exactly. Which I should probably turn on my 3DS and check to see if there is any that I need to update. But yeah,
there's a small one.
Is there? Well, you got to realize I have 2 3DS, so and I mainly play the Pikachu one because it's a bigger screen.
Stefan got 10-1 with my team.
He got what?
he was laddering on Showdown with my team because he freaking lost all of his teams and he got 10-1
Oh, nice.
using that tourney team I had with Lando T, Rotom, Wash, Scizor, Heatran, Latios, and Breloom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I freaking love
So, what other Mega Forms do you want to talk about?
it. Did we talk about their abilities? Because
I don't think we touched their abilities. There are some confirmed abilities, not all of them.
I think most of the Mega Forms have been confirmed to have their abilities.
Well, so
Like,
Ampharos gets Mold Breaker.
yeah, Ampharos gets Mold Breaker, which makes Steelix a redundant, effective counter.
But,
'Cause, it's
here's the thing that I personally feel about Ampharos. It's still slow enough that if you have something that hits hard and is faster than it,
right.
you're going to threaten it out or it's going to die for a cause, for whatever reason.
Right.
I mean,
I agree.
yeah.
I agree. It's strong enough to knock out foes, but it's too slow to be a revenge killer and just be a big impact in the metagame.
I mean, let's be
I'm
serious. It's not a freaking Furret. It's not going to kill everything on your team for no
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, it's not a bird.
It's not a Furret. Okay. If any of you are confused, I'm sure I'll put an annotation somewhere in there that links to my most recent battle that I had. That obviously involves a Furret. Now you guys know, so.
All right.
If you-
So, Mega Ampharos gets Molt Breaker, a really great ability. Mega Absol, on the other hand, gets Magic Bounce.
Which, yes, we finally have a dark type with Magic Bounce. I've been wanting that because, like, the two Pokemon that got Magic Bounce is Psychic, and let's face it, Psychic doesn't really have a great defensive typing.
No.
So,
And on top of that, it can actually effectively counter the Magic Bounce users because of Pursuit. It gets Pursuit. It could Pursuit Trap Xatu when it wants to U-turn out, I guess. Or it could...
which is
pretty
good
much,
because another battle that will be uploaded at some point in the future. I'm not sure when one's actually going up, but yeah, there's an annoying battle with Xatu as well. It's just all this stuff that I had to deal with when I decided to get battles. I do it for you guys, so you better freaking love me or something and send me money. You don't have to send me money, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can I don't know. Send me the son of your people. That will please me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Mega Absol should have it's probably gonna still be like a regular Absol that still hits hard. So yeah, no. You finally have a usable Magic Bounce user that's still gonna hit hard. Like Espeon, yeah, it could, but no one really ever used it to attack. So
Yeah. They just used it to set up screens and stuff.
pretty much, and where Absol is gonna be an offensive Magic Bounce user, so that's nice.
Now, the next Pokemon, Mega Mawile, has huge power.
Which is going to be a well-needed boost to Mawile, because Mawile, I think, only had like 200 something attack or something like that.
Yeah, I think it topped at 280 something. 280 something. Like
Wait,
286.
280?
Its base stat is 85. I'll check quickly.
This thing. Well, because they're supposed to have boosted stats, so if that thing gets much past 85.
Yeah, 295 max.
Okay, I didn't realize it was that good. It's better than an Azumarill's attack. Huh.
Yeah. The same defense as attack as well. HP could be a little bit better, but, you know.
I
Also,
mean,
it had-
if that thing gets even any more attack, it's going to be hitting, like, freaking hard, and
Oh, shit. It gets Baton Pass.
you didn't know that?
No, I don't experiment with every single Pokemon in the world.
Oh,
But,
so
like-
you're not me, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not like you.
Well, you should be like me.
But
Everyone
like a
should strive
defensive
to be
set
like me.
could be like Stealth Rock, Baton Pass, Iron Head, and Sucker Punch.
Well,
And then,
here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be one of the, because it has huge power, it can effectively be a semi-defensive Pokemon while still hitting like a freaking truck.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and Mega Mewtwo has Insomnia. So finally, we have something to counter all those annoying Darkrai's you've been dealing with in Ubers.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's still weak to dark moves, and it's still going to get hit and one-shotted by Dark Pulse.
Mewtwo is faster, bro.
Is it?
It's faster, bro.
Oh, shit.
Darkrai's only a 394 speed at max, I think.
Wow. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, well, you know, when you have, like, the world's knowledge book of competitive battling here.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I may not deliver results, but I know everything.
So we covered Absol, Ampharos, Mawile, Mewtwo, whatever. Insomnia, it's whatever. The two last ones.
Oh, it doesn't even get a 394 speed stat. It's only 383. Mewtwo is 394, I believe.
Oh.
I just knew that Mewtwo was faster because, you know, I've been in that situation before.
Yeah, where you had to go check, and yeah, it's 394 max. So you want to move on to the last two?
Yeah. So, Mega Blaziken, gonna be the same thing as Blaziken, only it's either gonna be boosted stats. That's basically the same Blaziken we know and love in Ubers. It's just different stats now.
Yeah. Different stats.
No Life Orb, which is
no Life Orb.
Depending on the base stats, may or may not be actually a hindrance for it.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
And then, like, what's the last one?
Lucario.
Yeah,
with adaptability.
Mega Lucario with adaptability. Now,
I had a friend, we have a friend who did calcs, but he added +2 and a Life Orb, and this is pretty much the stats. A 0 HP, 0 defensive Latios takes about 89 to 105. Lucario against a Celebi, 252 HP, 0 defense, takes 81 to 96. And adaptability, Lucario against a Landorus T, max HP, max defense, 73 to 86%. Hippowdon gets one-shotted, even with max HP, max defense. Slowbro gets
keep in
62.
mind how
Cresselia gets 52 to 61%.
Keep in mind, people are like, "Oh, but Skarmory will check it."
No, actually,
Hippowdon
has more defense
than Skarmory.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Skarmory's going to get one-shotted, but you do have to keep in mind that this is with Life Orb, and I think the calcs are a little bit iffy, but Hippowdon's still going to get one-shotted. Cresselia's still going to get two-shotted. Slowbro's still going to get two-shotted. I mean, Lucario is looking to be the biggest game-changing ever. It just got a boost. I mean, Tarek who?
What? What is a Terrakion?
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously these we'll see. The current theory for whatever reason is that every Pokemon gets a Mega Form, which it's possible, but it sounds iffy to make every Pokemon get a Mega Form, because then who's going to use the regular Pokemon?
Mm-hmm.
Unless, of course, like, you know, the Mega Forms get different things, like Lucario with adaptability. So, I'm sure that the Mega Stone,
Yeah.
Basically only is available to select few Pokemon. I'm willing to bet that there is, at a maximum, 50 Pokemon that get Mega Stones.
You think?
At a maximum.
Okay. I think maybe 10, 12 at most. Because if they were to make like 50 Pokemon Mega Form, it'd be too much. Too much goodness in the world.
Yeah, but here's the thing you gotta remember.
Yeah.
We also thought that, oh, Tyranitar and Abomasnow will be the only permanent weather starters ever available for OU. We legitimately thought this before 5th Gen appeared.
I didn't even play 4th Gen.
Well,
I didn't think about that.
Those of us who played 4th Gen are like, Kyogre and Groudon have to be the only Pokemon that get Drizzle and Drought. So many years later, all the Hoenn lovers got their dreams crushed.
Yeah. Dreams were crushed that day.
And speaking of Hoenn lovers, the funny little new meme that for whatever reason happened after people saw Mega Blaziken are all like, Hoenn confirmed. If you hadn't been noticing the Facebooks lately, Mr. Digital Beam.
What? I kind of spaced out. Sorry.
Oh, so people are saying that because Blaziken gets a Mega form, that must mean that 3rd Gen remakes are in the making.
Oh, that's dumb to say.
I know. Well, there's people that for whatever reason can't seem to get past the fact that there may or may not be 3rd Gen remakes. I mean, I know. I was one of those people who was like, I can't believe they didn't do a 5th Gen Stadium.
Yeah. I was kind of disappointed about that too, but they could probably make it here in this gen.
They could.
I mean, with the Mega forms, those would probably look cool.
Yeah. The only thing I would have an issue with is the whole lapse in time frame with a 6th Gen Stadium and not a 5th Gen. I mean, I guess honestly they were trying to promote the whole random matchup thing in 5th Gen.
Yeah.
That was on PBR in 4th Gen, but they should have made a 5th Gen Stadium if they planned on making a 6th Gen. That's my personal opinion, though.
Yeah. Well, they should have. I think they should have made a stadium.
Alright, so now do I remember what I thought about but didn't? No, I think I forgot it. So if it comes back to me, I'll probably be on the next podcast.
Do we know what happened in the suspects? Like, did Frostlass get banned? Did Hail get banned?
I think those suspects are still going
Being
on.
Suspected?
Yeah, I think they're
shit.
still going on. Until, like, maybe the middle of August or something like that. I'm pretty sure they're still going on. Obviously, Landorus I got banned. But
Yeah.
I believe we talked about that, in the previous podcast, so we don't need to kick a dead horse while it's down.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think that's all the Pokemon news that has been recent.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's only 2 months and 3 days left till we get our hands on Pokemon X and Y.
Yeah, I'm super stoked, man. I already have my team figured out. Who I'm gonna pick, who I'm gonna catch, who I'm gonna train.
You have fun with that. I'm just gonna do what I probably usually do and catch them all along the way.
Oh, I'm gonna do that too, bro. Gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Which is
Yeah.
funny because for whatever reason the old Pokemon anime is like the very first Pokemon anime series is on my TV right now for whatever reason.
Really?
Yeah, that awkward comparison, huh? Anyway, we've been rambling on for like a good 10 minutes or so. So, yeah, I think Mega Pokemon was pretty much all we wanted to cover in this podcast. So,
Yeah.
and we don't really have any questions, which brings me to a point that if you have any questions about anything or want us to discuss anything, put it in the comments, and we will make sure to cover it on the next podcast.
Like, write as much as you want.
Seriously. Well, I mean, YouTube does have like a 500 character limit, but if you really want to comment like so many times with this big paragraph of stuff that we should cover, then
Mm-hmm.
feel free, because I like comments on my videos as it is anyway.
Yeah.
So, hope you guys enjoyed the Pokemon podcast. We still need a name, so make sure to comment that too.
Yeah, we need a name, dudes.
So yeah, this pretty much covers like the mega portion of the this was a mega podcast about mega Pokemon. So I'll let X Digital Beam sign us out.
Tune in next time for when we talk about the suspect tests. Bye.